Today, I'm popping on to share a little bit about creating safe space for curiosity. As you get settled in, I'd love for you to just allow yourself space to get more comfortable. Maybe stretch out, take a few deep breaths. I really want this reset to be a space of spaciousness. I want this training to not be something that you take away action steps and a list of, 5 different things that you need to do. I just want it to be really spacious. We have so many expectations that we're all trying to navigate, and we're trying to determine, is this something I actually need to do? Is this something that I don't need to do? And I just want this to be a space of breathing deeply. All of you is welcome. All of your shadows, all of the light, each part of you is welcome in this space. So let's dive in a little bit here. So creating safe space for our curiosity. Throughout this reset, you will notice that a huge part of personal power is getting deeply curious. And I crafted this reset very purposefully with a lot of questions, with prompts to support you in coming back to your unique power and voice. Not my voice, not your partner's voice, not your best friend's voice, or the brand that you follow on Instagram, but your voice. I deeply believe in the power of asking ourselves questions, because questions empower us to notice what's not working. In a recent post, I shared it this way: how curiosity dismantles the patriarchy. Already fiery, right? So here's the thing I love most about curiosity. Old power structures, manipulation, coercion, all discourage curiosity. In fact, they thrive off of our blindness and when we disbelieve our inner voice and intuition. When we choose to dive in and get curious, we are actively participating in the dismantling of the patriarchy and many forms of manipulation that are present in our society today. When we get curious, we step into the beauty of possibility. We notice what no longer works and what positive actions need to be taken. We listen to our intuition and we come home to our soul self. We face the patterns and the structures we have subscribed to that may no longer serve us. We become our own reclamation queen. So this is really, really great, but it's also terrifying because we're trained not to question. We are taught to set aside our intuition, our gut feelings, our emotions. So then when we actually create space to ask those deep questions, it can create a lot of feelings of unsafety and fear. Those are there on purpose. That's a symptom of the patriarchy, of all of the systems that our society lives out of. We're created to ask questions. We are conditioned to not ask questions. And so as you're entering these spaces, creating these spaces for yourself to sit with these journaling prompts and to ask yourself these deep questions, know that if you feel unsafety and fear, that's valid. I want to validate that. And that's very valid. And as we're asking these questions, we are diving into some big shit. Like, it is crucial. It is so, so crucial when we get curious to create a space of safety for ourselves and to invite play and lightness back into things. Again, this is big stuff. We're asking big questions that can be very scary to ask. So when I work with my one-on-one clients, this often looks like adding in an action step of celebration. What is one way that you can celebrate you this week? The other thing is it's sometimes leaning into the discomfort and cultivating a safe space by coming back to your body, feeling your feet, slowly scanning your environment and remembering that right here, right now, you are held by you. You are safe. You are here. And breathing into that. Your chair is holding you. The ground is holding you. You are holding you. So again, those are the two different things that it often looks like within my one-on-one clients. Inviting lightness through play, through celebration, or leaning into the discomfort. And within this reset, I'm not working with you one-on-one. I am here in the comments. Please post comments and questions. I would love to chat with you one-on-one. But it's really up to you to feel into, do I need to integrate play right now? Do I need to just celebrate that I'm asking questions? Do I need to celebrate that I just watched this video? What does that look like to celebrate that? Or is it leaning into the discomfort? And just feel into that for you and what feels good for you. So in this kind of short training, what I want to propose is that as you step into personal power, notice how your body's feeling. Do you need to integrate some play? Do you need to take a breath and feel your feet? So you're hearing me say feel your feet, and I said it at the beginning and I'm kind of integrating it. Feeling your feet is something that a lot of embodiment teachers speak out, because it actually, we sometimes kind of forget our feet. You know, they're ignored a lot. And when you feel your feet, it takes you to a place of grounding. It's like, oh, okay, my feet are feeling a little bit tense, and actually my gut's feeling tight too. And my neck. Okay. So it allows us to just kind of begin to ground back in. So I'd love for you to ask yourself those questions. Do you need to integrate some play? Do you need to take a breath? Look at your environment. Just feel into those questions for yourself. So to support you throughout this reset, I have also dropped a link below to my Notice and Feel meditation. This is the free self-trust meditation that I offer on my website. I would love for you to use this whenever you need to check back in, or use it every day before you even dive into the prompts. Use it preemptively. That's always a good choice. So I place that there for you. And then also know that during this reset, I am so here for you. If you run into blocks as you're diving into a prompt, drop it in the comments for that day's post, or create a new post with your question. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for you, and I would love to support you directly as you use these 3 days to step into personal power. And then last, and this is just important for me to note, is that I am not a therapist or a doctor. I am a trained coach, but if you are facing a mental illness or experiencing really intense panic, contact a local professional or for support. If you don't know of any professionals in your area, please feel free to send me a direct message, and I'd love to send you some resources. But ultimately, if you're experiencing kind of panic inside and you need some additional support, please reach out for that. So that's really what I wanted to share in this training. I want to keep it short. I don't want to bombard you with a lot of content. So I just encourage you as you breathe, as you enter into these prompts, to breathe into them, to notice what you're needing as you're asking these questions. And remember, as you're asking questions, you are dismantling years and years and years of ancestral conditioning. You're saying, I don't know if this works. You're saying, I think that I'm supposed to hear my voice. So hold space for that. That's a lot. That is a lot. And feel into what is a yes for you. Like, yeah, actually that belief is so supportive for me. We often talk about the things that aren't working, but also notice the things that are working. Be like, man, I just love how this belief makes me feel. It really empowers me. And breathe into that as well. Really embrace that. So that's what I have for you today with this training. Sending you all of the love. Let me know if you have any thoughts in the comments or questions, and know that I'm here for you and rooting for you.